Today, I want to do something different. Instead of more theory and frameworks, I'm going to show you what continuous improvement actually looks like in real businesses. We're going to walk through 3 case-style stories where chaos went down, profit went up, and the changes came from small, repeatable improvements, not some magic overnight transformation. You're going to see a service business that fixed its onboarding and stopped bleeding customers, a sales team that tightened its follow-up and increased close rates, and an operations-heavy business that cut rework and freed up capacity. As you listen, I want you to do one thing. Ask, where's my version of this in my business? Let's get into case study number 1. Case study 1, service business fixing onboarding and churn. Case study number 1, a small service business, let's call them BrightPath Marketing. The situation, BrightPath did good work. Clients loved the results when they actually got to the results. The problem? New clients would sign up, then get confused, overwhelmed, and quietly disappear. The first 30 days felt like a black hole. Numbers looked roughly like this: 100 clients signed per year. About 30% never fully engaged or left within 90 days. The team spent endless time answering the same "what happens now" questions. Revenue was leaking. Morale was low. Everyone was busy, but not in a good way. Step 1, mapping the client journey. We started by mapping just one part of their business. From client signs to client gets their first real win. On a whiteboard, we laid out 1, client signs, contract, and pays. 2, client receives generic welcome email. 3, internal team scrambles to assign tasks. 4, at some point in the next 1 to 2 weeks, someone schedules a kickoff call. 5, work starts, but client isn't sure what's happening or when. The map showed 2 big issues. The client experience between paying and starting was vague. There was no clear standard onboarding process, just different versions in everyone's head. Step 2, defining the problem. We turned the chaos into a clear problem statement. About 30% of new clients disengage or cancel within 90 days, often after a confusing start, which costs us revenue and burns team capacity. Now we had something we could actually fix. Step 3, designing a small improvement. We didn't rebuild the whole business. We focused on onboarding. Together, we designed a simple new flow. Immediately after signing, client sees a confirmation page saying, "You're in, here's exactly what will happen next and when." Within 5 minutes, they get a personalized welcome email with a short video, a timeline of the first 30 days, what they need to do, and what BrightPath will do. Within 48 hours, a kickoff call is booked using a link, not back and forth emails. After the kickoff, client gets a summary: what was agreed, milestones, dates, and how to reach support. Behind the scenes, we created a checklist for the team, a standard kickoff agenda, and a simple tracker so no new client could fall through the cracks. Step 4, testing and measuring. We ran this new onboarding for 3 months and tracked 90-day retention for new clients, number of what's going on, emails from new clients, team stress during onboarding periods. Here's what happened. In 90-day retention improved from around 70% to about 85%. New client confusion emails dropped significantly. The team felt less frantic because everyone knew the steps. In plain terms, they kept more clients, made more revenue from the same sales effort, and reduced noise. Continuous improvement wasn't a massive reinvention. It was a focused fix on one painful part of the client journey. Case study 2, sales team tightening follow-up and boosting close rates. Case study number 2, a B2B service company, we'll call them EdgeFlow Solutions, with a small sales team. The situation EdgeFlow had: solid lead flow, good conversations, but inconsistent closing. The story in the pipeline looked like when 100 qualified leads per month, about 40 to 50 would take a meeting. Proposals went out, many went silent. Proposal to close rate hovered around 15 to 20%. The sales team felt like they were constantly chasing ghosts. Step 1, mapping the sales pipeline. We zoomed in on the sales pipeline. 1, lead qualified. 2, discovery call booked. 3, call happens. 4, proposal sent. 5, follow up, kind of. 6, maybe they close, maybe they vanish. We realized follow up after proposals was ad hoc. Each salesperson had their own style. Some followed up once, some 3 times, some not at all. There was no shared system or expectations. Step 2, defining the problem. We wrote a clear problem. We lose many otherwise good deals after the proposal stage due to inconsistent, unstructured follow-up, leading to a low close rate and unpredictable revenue. Now we knew where to focus. Step 3, creating a simple follow-up sequence. We designed a standard follow-up cadence that every salesperson would use for every proposal. Day 0, send proposal with a recap email and a suggested decision date. Day 2-3, the follow-up email. Short, value-add FAQ, brief case study, or answer to a likely concern. Day 7, check-in email or call. Where are you at? What questions are still open? Day 14, should I close the loop? Message, polite, clear, easy for the prospect to say yes, no, or not now. We provided templates for each message and fields to personalize them, and a simple CRM or spreadsheet to track follow-up status. Step 4, running the experiment and tracking results. We agreed on a 2-month test and tracked proposal to close rate, number of proposals that got no response at all, sales team's perception of control and predictability. After 2 months, proposal to close rate climbed from ATS's 18% to around 28-30%. The number of completely ghosted proposals dropped. The team felt like they had a clear playbook instead of winging it, with roughly the same number of leads and proposals. They were closing more deals. Revenue per month increased, and the owners had better forecasting. Again, CI wasn't about grinding harder. It was about improving one weak link in the pipeline with a simple testable system. Case study, 3 operations reducing rework and freeing capacity. Case study, number 3, an operations-heavy business will call them Precision Print Co. The situation Precision Print had decent demand, a hard-working team, but constant rework. Jobs would come back with errors, need to be redone or reprinted, create last-minute rushes and overtime. Key pain points, staff were exhausted, deadlines were often tight or missed, profit was squeezed by all the extra work. They estimated that roughly 10 to 15% of orders needed some kind of rework. Step 1, mapping the order to delivery process. We mapped the core process. 1, customer places order, specs, design files, quantities. 2, order is entered into the system. 3, files are checked and prepped. 4, job is scheduled. 5, printing and finishing. 6, final check. 7, shipment or pickup. We asked, at which step do errors most often show up? What types of errors are most common? Patterns emerge, the missing or unclear specifications at order entry, file issues not caught early, final checks rushed when deadlines loomed. Step 2, defining the problem. We put it into a statement. We're experiencing a high rate of rework, around 10-15% of orders, mainly due to missing or incorrect information and file issues, leading to overtime, stress, and reduced profit. Step 3, targeted improvements. We didn't blow up the whole system. We chose 2 focused improvements. 1, standardized order intake checklist. For every new order, staff followed a simple checklist. Is the file format correct? Are dimensions, quantities, and colors clearly specified? Are due dates realistic and confirmed? Any special finishing requirements? Orders missing key info didn't move forward until resolved. 2, early file check. Instead of catching file issues right before print, we shifted that check upstream. As soon as files were received and order created, a quick technical check happened. If something was wrong, the customer was contacted immediately days before the deadline, not hours. Step 4, measuring the impact over the next 3 months. We tracked percentage of orders requiring rework, overtime hours, on-time delivery rate, team stress, qualitative via simple check-ins, results, rework dropped from around 10 to 15% to closer to 4 to 5%. Overtime shrank noticeably. On-time delivery improved. The team reported fewer last-minute crises. Financially, less labor burned on redoing work, more capacity to take on additional profitable jobs, better customer satisfaction, leading to more repeat business. Once again, continuous improvement was about seeing the process, spotting the root causes, making small, smart changes, then locking in what worked. Pulling lessons out for your business. Let's pull some lessons from these three stories. In all three cases, we didn't start with a giant transformation plan. We started with a specific problem. High churn in onboarding, low close rates after proposals, high rework in operations. Then we, 1, map the relevant process or journey. 2, define the problem clearly. 3, found likely root causes. 4, design small experiments to test improvements. 5, measured before and after. 6, turned the successful changes into standard ways of working. As a result, the service business kept more clients and reduced confusion. The sales team increased revenue without needing more leads. The operations team freed capacity and cut stress. Here's your challenge. Think of your own business and ask, where is my BrightPath problem, new customers getting confused and dropping off? Where is my edge flow problem, good prospects going dark after proposals? Where is my precision print problem, rework and chaos, stealing profit and peace? Pick one of those areas and map the process in 5 to 10 steps. Write a 1-sentence problem statement. Brainstorm one small change you could test in the next 30 days. Decide how you'll measure whether it helped. You don't need to copy these case studies exactly. You need to copy the way of thinking behind them. That's continuous improvement in real life. Specific, practical, measurable, and repeatable. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which story sounded the most like your business and what small improvement you're going to test next. Thanks for watching, and keep turning continuous improvement from a concept into real wins in your world.